You've already done so much. Rest here for a bit. Relax. Enjoy what you've built. Everything has its own song, you know? You know what? And I mean really want to join a band one day. You hear that? It was the world saying hello. Imagine if people and, well, everybody tried to harmonize together, living for each other, forever. March to your own beat, or waltz, or square dance, I don't know, anything. It's your beat.
Pretty sure I ain't just hearing shit.
Fort Atlas is in good hands. Night Shin's trained us well. Find, protect, and preserve. We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was. Greetings, civilian. The Scorched, Raiders, Ghouls, anything tries to attack, we'll be ready.
Came too far to get turned down now. I know how to fix things. That's a skill, right? Think I'll make the cut?
Welcome to Fort Atlas. Hello, Russell Dorsey, Brotherhood Initiate. Welcome to Fort Atlas.
This order puts a half the fight they say. And I want to be a part of it.
Looking to sign up? Or just curious? Well, either way, I guess it's not me you want to talk to. Most of the fort's off limits to civilians, but if you're interested, Night Shin's in charge of the new recruits. He's very serious about protocol and security, so you'll have to speak to him first if you want to get anywhere.
If this Brotherhood wants order in the wasteland,
Don't worry about the bots.
Then they have my
They're
vote.
working for me.
The Elders have so much to teach us. I hope I'll get to meet them in person. Someday. We're building something big here. Don't get left behind. Brotherhood needs good recruits like me.
I have real duties to attend to. The outer perimeter is still insecure, the provisions aren't properly stowed, and we're awash in hopefuls. I have no time to be babysitting civilians.
Your duties are what I say they are, Knight. Your objections are noted, but this is a direct order from your commanding officer. Help us put on a good face for the local people. We've just moved into their backyard. They're nervous. Show them we mean no harm.
If you insist, Paladin. If there's nothing further, I'll have the completed report on your desk shortly.
I expect nothing less from you. As you were, Shin.
Paladin. If you're here with a request for the Brotherhood, get in line. I don't have time for you right now.
Learning, protection. I have everything I need here.
Fortifications appear adequate.
Did he? Initiate Dorsey is supposed to be manning his post at the entrance, not acting as my secretary.
Go home. Let us take care of things here.
Hope this
I am not known by my initiates for tolerating foolishness, outsider. Persist in that tone, and you will learn how much less I tolerate from civilians.
But look what else it wrought. I'm glad we guard our tech closely.
Ain't no kind of life wrapped.
If we accept you as an initiate, and that is far from certain, you would be pledging yourself to our order and our cause. Our order exists to locate, secure, and protect dangerous technologies. Humanity cannot be trusted with the means to destroy itself. We will not allow another apocalypse. Initiate Dorsey is too trusting. But I can't fault his commitment. Perhaps he sees something in you worth our interest. Are you another aspirant to our order?
The settlers want to rebuild.
Wanting isn't enough. And not everyone who shows up looking to join our order is worthy of becoming an initiate. Normally, I'd stick you with the other hopefuls until we decide whether you're worthy. But if you're serious about joining us, you've got good timing. There's something you could do for me that would help the order and demonstrate your qualities as a candidate. We've had a number of civilians show up here at Fort Atlas, asking for one thing or another from the Brotherhood. People are afraid, or want something, or are looking to involve us in local squabbles. Civilian outreach is not my specialty. There's too much left to do to secure this facility. If you're really interested in helping, save my time. Interview the petitioners, find out what they want, and report back to me.
All this concrete, faces like a...
Ad Victoriam. I'm never gonna make a name for myself holding down the fort. When do I get to go out and prove my worth?
Do this right. Don't make me regret giving you the opportunity. Conduct yourself properly, and we can consider putting you forward as an initiate candidate.
Not true to their word.
The only reason you should be back here is if you're ready to give your report.
The Scorched, the Raiders, the Ghouls. If anything tries to attack, we'll be ready.
Some strange readings from somewhere below. I imagine the Brotherhood would object to a collection of blood samples from all its members. Shame.
Got to be getting back to the farm soon.
Fort Atlas is in good hands. Knight Shin's trained us well.
The efficiency of Brotherhood response to visitors is... lacking.
If I don't sleep tonight, I should be able to get this list done.
Wonder if this will be enough to see those raiders gone.
Another nuke. We arrived in Appalachia not a moment too soon.
Old world science solved a lot of problems back in the day. But look what else it wrought. I'm glad we guard our tech closely.
All this concrete, places like a tomb.
I need to remind Scribe Valdez to retune my power armor.
building something big here. Don't get left behind.
The California members show no signs of infectious disease from outside the territory.
Someone returned their gun to the wrong place again. Do I need to call a seminar on this?
Local recruits appear healthy, if underfed.
Stay on your toes. The wasteland is merciless.
Raiders causing trouble again. We'll have to do something about them.
Hope this lot's true to their word.
Radiation levels known. Some strange readings from somewhere below.
Everything makes sense now.
You better have something
This is
useful
my
to say to me.
place, My mission.
Oh, can't even come to me himself? What, he needs to requisition some more armor polish?
I
Right.
imagine the Brotherhood
All right,
would
keep
object
it cool,
to
Sean.
blood samples from all its members.
So, what's he gotta say to me?
No meat approved. A perfectly preserved pie with every dinner declined. And this ration request doesn't even have a name on it.
The efficiency of Brotherhood response to visitors is lacking.
The settlers want to rebuild, but they're only looking to the future.
The
We
problem
need to understand the
is
past
that a
as
couple
well,
of these
or we'll make the same
Brotherhood
mistakes
clowns
going
showed up and took a bunch of my stuff at gunpoint. Now I'm a peaceful man. I really am.
I am a link.
I sure wasn't equipped to deal with armed thugs requisitioning the little I've managed to put together for myself. Never understood the Raiders. I like the quiet life. I don't need much, and I need trouble less. But after this, oh, I get it.
We have to cut
I came
ourselves
here
free from
to give the
America to
Brotherhood a
rebuild
chance
America.
to make things
Take the
right.
old and forge it anew.
Else maybe I go to Crater and start doing things their way. At least they don't pretend to be the good guys.
Still, this is...
Bunch of stiffs around here.
Military-grade hardware, more common amongst the ones from California.
New recruits, Night Shin's training, weapons, and a base like this.
Hey,
We're gonna be invincible.
thanks. I just needed someone to listen and take me seriously.
Tune my power armor.
I hope you can convince them.
The California members show no signs of infectious disease from outside the territory.
Wonder if this will be enough to see those raiders gone.
Never forget the heroes of Fort Defiance. The elders have so much to teach us. I hope I'll get to
Yes. Something I can help you with? I am waiting to speak with a Brotherhood representative. I have no interest in small talk with strangers. The severe gentleman in the power armor, yes? Dr. Edgar Blackburn at your service.
All this concrete.
And what did Night Shin
places
want
like
to
a
know?
tomb.
I had heard that the Brotherhood possessed advanced technology. As a doctor and a scientist, this was of great interest. My research is always in need of equipment and materials rather difficult to obtain by scavenging and bartering. I came to see if an arrangement could be made, but from what I can see of their operations, they are as yet still in too much disarray. Given the state of my fellow supplicants, I would hypothesize that their needs likely outweigh my own.
Disorder is to be expected.
Look what the rad roach dragged in.
Oversight.
Thank you. Be well.
This is...
No kind of life wrapped up in metal.
This place is kind of a dump. Hey! Yeah, you. Who do I need to talk to around here? You know, about the guns? You don't look like one of these Brotherhood yahoos. Name's Tally Lane. What's your deal?
Link, chain that binds. That
Me? Nah. Nah. Cool as a cryo grenade, me. Definitely. Shin? He the scary guy with the stick up his butt? Alright, shoot. Yeah, that's right. Big shiny guns. Now, all the talk in the area is about these Brotherhood folks with their high-tech toys, and I thought, Tally, you gotta get some of that. For self-defense, of course. Just so me and some of my poor, innocent friends can protect ourselves from all the nasty folks out there.
I imagine the Brotherhood would object to a collection of blood samples from all its members.
Hey, I get it. Promises backfire all the time. Well, go get him, Tiger. You looking at something?
This place goes sour and we're all in for it. Mark my words.
We should spend less time mourning the fun.
What's up? Can't get enough.
This future will be decided.
Well, now look at you.
Hey, here comes trouble.
You with these steel brother fellas? I've been waiting a good spell to talk to them.
Bored.
Well, it's about time. I'd like to die of old age waiting on them. Name's Art Knapp.
What is he
So,
now?
what's this Knight fella sent you for? A fair trade's what I want. I've heard stories about these steel types back in the day. They was going around taking things from folks. For the cause, they said. Yeah, like that don't make them raiders too. Well, I ain't got much, and I already got to worry about raiders. So, I reckon it's better to make a deal up front. My farm don't produce much, but I got some extra, and I expect they'll have a use for it. In return, I want these steel boys and girls to keep raiders away from my farm. Heard a lot of noise they was on our side. So, seems fair.
Look what the rad roach dragged in.
Speak or go away. I do not tolerate eavesdroppers.
This place is kind of a dump. What the heck does Ad Victorium even mean?
The California members show no signs of infectious disease from outside the territory.
Ooh, imagine the stuff you could smash in that power armor.
Speak or go away. I do not tolerate eavesdroppers. I imagine the Brotherhood would object to a collection of blood samples from all its members. Shame. efficiency of Brotherhood response to visitors is lacking. What is it now? Fortifications appear adequate, if rushed.
Hey, hey, here comes trouble. I hope. Bunch of stiffs around here. You looking at something? Ooh, imagine the stuff you could smash in that power armor.
The California members show no signs of infectious disease from outside the territory. Did you wish to speak with me?
This better be worth it.
Local recruits appear healthy, if underfed.
Well now, you with these... Well, it's about so...
Stiffs around here.
A fair trade for the... So, in return. Fair enough. Can't expect more than that. Thank you. You take care too.
No meat. Approved.
I should be getting back to work, so get at it if you're gonna.
In this regret.
What the heck does ad victorium even mean?
Wonder if this will be enough to see those raiders gone.
I am a link in the chain that binds. And that is what keeps this order together. I gave you a job to do. Unless you're... Have you finished the task I gave you? Good. Let's get this done. I have the list from their arrival. Give me the high-level overview. I am second in command of this entire operation. That I have other things requiring my attention does not mean a task is not required. Paladin Romani wants these people to be heard, and you agreed that you would assist me in this. Do not make me regret the trust I've shown.
Why didn't I see it before?
Impossible. Whatever happened, it was not us.
Fortifications appear adequate, if rushed.
There are countless brigands out there, civilian. It is not the job of the Brotherhood to hunt them down one by one for their crimes. I will say it bothers me to hear that someone is abusing the honor of the Brotherhood this way. But that does not change the facts. Mr. Hockman's problems are his own, not ours. Give me your next report.
Military grade.
No, we are not arms dealers.
The fight is just beginning. Stay disciplined.
That aligns with my observation of her when she arrived. Your judgment may be better than I expected. Moving on. We are not mercenaries here to serve as guards for anyone with some goods to trade in payment.
I'm glad we guard our tech closely.
That's irrelevant. The Brotherhood cannot simply be hired out to every farmer and homesteader.
California members.
We have our own concerns. Enough about that. What's next? The Brotherhood is not a charity, and our mission does not cover providing civilians with equipment to pursue their personal interests, unless the Doctor intends to provide that research to the Brotherhood exclusively, and under our supervision, he will get nothing.
Local recruits appear healthy, if underfed.
Then, he can peddle his snake oil somewhere else. The wasteland is full of people claiming to be scientists or doctors. They are rarely either, and usually cause more harm than good.
Everything makes sense now.
That finishes your
This is my
reports.
place, my mission.
Against my initial judgment, you have shown that you can take orders and make yourself useful for the Brotherhood. You need to lose those soft civilian instincts, but I will make note of your assistance in my report to Paladin Romani. Should you wish to join our ranks, I will not oppose your enlistment. I grant you permission, provisionally, to enter the compound proper. Go to our scribe Valdez. You will need her support as well if you want Paladin Romani's attention.
The Elders have so much to teach us. I hope I'll get to meet them in person. Someday.
Do not attempt to access the secure parts of this facility, civilian. We are watching you. Ready to finish your report? Against my initial judgment, you have shown that you can take orders and make yourself useful for the Brotherhood. You need to lose those soft civilian instincts. Should you wish to go to our scribe belt. Be vigilant, outsider. I am not a receptionist, civilian. I have actual work to do.
Keep fighting out there.
All this concrete, place is like a tomb.
Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
But I'm not sure I can stand this.
We should spend less time.
If you're here to join... Hello, civilian. I don't mean to be rude, but what exactly are you doing up here?
Order, learning, protection.
Did he now? Knowing Knight Shin, I'm guessing that's not exactly how it went down. But if you're a prospective initiate, then I guess we're both in luck. Paladin Romani makes the call on new recruits, but the Knight and I have some influence. It just so happens I'm in need of someone to help me out on a little mission. If you're interested, I can bring you along and put you to work. Do a good job, and I'll send a recommendation your way. How about it? Didn't even have to think about it, did you? Let me give you a quick rundown of the mission before we start. Our new base is littered with old technology, but there's something in particular I want to investigate. It's down in the bowels of this place, a part of Atlas that we've cornered off. I'm not keen on going alone, so I'd like some backup.
New recruits, Knight Shin's training, weapons.
Any questions before we start?
We're gonna be invincible.
Great! Unfortunately, I need to finish up a few things here. Head downstairs and I'll meet you in a bit. If you're gonna be walking around up here, at least grab a wrench and help me out. Good, you're here. So, how do you feel about reading comprehension? I was hoping to start out by sweeping the area for documentation left behind from before the war. Are you trying to get on my good side? Because that's how you get on my good side. But enough about that. I'd like to get started. Let's head downstairs and see what we can turn up. Glad that's over with. This must be Dr. Hammond, Atlas's lead scientist. We recovered some of his holotapes and logs in our initial sweep of the area. This tech down here is his handiwork, and he couldn't give it up. Even after the war, I should make arrangements for a proper burial. Here's a document. This looks like what we need. Just look at this place. So much tech in one spot. I can't wait to dig in. I think this is good. Let's talk for a sec. That should be enough to start. Let me take a look. Atlas decommission report. So the project was in bad shape after all? I knew it sounded too good to be true. Fascinating. Wow. This is some seriously classified stuff that I just let you read, isn't it? I wasn't supposed to show you any of this. That's a mature attitude to take. I really appreciate that. There's only so much I can tell you, but I'll share what I feel is relevant. Atlas wasn't exactly an observatory before the war. That was just a front. The military conducted research here. Pretty advanced research. We're down here to investigate and see what's worth salvaging for the Brotherhood. I did ask you to help, after all. It's only fair you're prepared for what you might find. Now, let's follow up on some leads from this report. I'd like to do a quick inspection of some key components that should be nearby. There's probably a terminal around here. If it's still running, we can do a diagnostics test. That will tell us about some of the less accessible hardware. The report mentioned that the machine's intake pump was under a lot of pressure. Let's find the release valve for that and give it a spin, see what happens. Finally, the lower core on this level should have a wiring box. Why don't we take a glance at that to get an idea of the electrical hookups? Should be a simple inspection. You can have point, but I'll be looking over your shoulder the whole way. Take note of the details and we'll discuss how it goes after.
Are you okay?
Looks like we've got company. That does it for the inspection. Let's talk. All right, let's go over the inspection results. The diagnostics check revealed some issues. Flux disruption in the induction loop, intake valves ruptured, and the ion focus? Oh, misaligned. Next, we have the release valve. That went... Well, what was your assessment? It certainly did. I'm going to mark that down as bad. Last but not least, the wiring. The wires were... Yep. I think the warm reception they gave us also points to that. Okay, well, sorry about the pop quiz. But in general, you're handling yourself well so far. Nobody does, outside of a classroom. That's why I love to evaluate new prospects this way. If I'm going to recommend you to Paladin Romani, I need to know you're serious. Can you pay attention? Think on your feet? If you can, you earn my favor. If you can't, then, well, maybe I reconsider my recommendation. I'm worried about what our inspection turned up. There are a few parts I'd like to extract and examine in my lab. There's the pressure gauge, the core processor, and the ion focus. They should be upstairs. There's a lot I can learn from examining them if we can pull them out and get them back to my lab in decent condition. I want to take some notes on the core up there, so I'm going to leave the parts removal to you. Each extraction will be a little different, but in general, you'll want to use a light touch. I want the components in good condition, so please be careful. Any questions, or are you ready to get started? I'm counting on you. Let's see what you can do. Thought of one more. Can you pick up the induction coil up there on the machine core? What was that? That doesn't sound good.
restored. Do not attempt to flee. Justice will be administered swiftly and fairly. All clear.
Whew. Whatever you did up there, the security system sure didn't like it. Thanks for the backup. I doubt I could have handled that on my own. Now that that's over with, let me take a look at what you've collected. The pressure gauge looks like it's in good condition. The core processor's out of commission, but I think with a little elbow grease, we'll get it working. The ion focus looks usable. Impressive. The induction coil seems fine. That's a relief. And what is this? Is this ultrasight? Fascinating. This looks like some kind of compact power source. None of the documents, none of the terminals said anything about this. Did this power the whole machine? The fuel of the future. I'd heard the stories, but to think I could hold so much energy in my hands like this? Project Atlas may be beyond our power to repair, but we might have something here. I expected the machine to use a small reactor's worth of energy, but they condensed that into a container I can hold in my hands. I could do a lot with this. You were a big help. I'm sure you have what it takes to be an initiate, and soon. Here, Take this letter to Paladin Romani. She'll make the final call on letting you into the Brotherhood, but my rep may tip the scales. I'm going back upstairs to take a look at these components. I need to catalog our findings. If nothing else, this ultrasight battery has piqued my interest. There's a lot I could learn from reverse engineering it. Oh, I'm giving you access to my private terminal, too. It has all the logs we recovered from when we moved in. After what we just went through, I think you deserve to know more about Project Atlas. Take a look if you get some free time. Thanks again for your help, and good luck with the Paladin.
Find, protect, and preserve.
The settlers want to rebuild, but they're only looking to the future. We need to understand the past as well, or we'll make... The world has so much to teach us. Why didn't I see it before?
Ah, you must be the one I've been hearing about. Paladin Layla Romani. What do you need?
Tired of being stuck in Fort Atlas.
Well, between this and the report I have from Knight Shin, we can discuss you becoming a member of our order. Consider it carefully. Do you wish to join our ranks?
This is...
With the recommendations of Knight Shin and Scribe Valdez, I'm willing to consider you for membership. But first, I need to see how you handle yourself without direct supervision. In order to be effective in our operations here, we need to establish positive relations with the people of Appalachia. If we make them see us as a beneficial presence in the area, it will be much easier to secure cooperation in the future. We have reports of feral ghoul attacks on traders and travelers in the southwest forest region, indicative of a nest of some kind. I want you to clear it out. We don't know. Our initial reports on the attacks came from a family of farmers, the Putnams, that we passed on the way into the region. I think their sons were rather starstruck when we showed up. I almost expected the older boy to follow us when we left. You should start your search there. They may know more. You can find them at the old Lewis and Sons farming supply. Very well. Do this, and you will be one of us, with all the rights and responsibilities of a full member of the Brotherhood of Steel. Ad Victoriam.
Show that I'm fit to be a scribe when I'm put on patrol day and night.
Another nuke? We arrived in Appalachia not a moment too soon.
Solved a lot of problems back in the day, but look what else it brought. I'm glad we guarded it.
This looks like the start of a real force in the wasteland. Not sure if I should be thrilled or terrified. I'm joining the Brotherhood, whatever it takes. All these rough and tumble soldiers in line.
Scorched, the Raiders. If anything tries to attack, we'll be ready.
So I came too far to get turned down now.
I have everything I need here. The Elders have so much to teach us. I hope I'll get to meet them in person someday. The Scorched, the Raiders, the Ghouls.